Good morning, everyone, from sunny Bondi Beach. Thought we'd do a little different clean tech and coffee today, all the way from Australia. I just landed here, and I'm here with a really good friend of mine, Tim Silverwood, who is one of the co-founders of a really impressive environmental initiative in Australia called Take 3 for the Sea. So I'll let Tim get along with introducing what he does here, and take it away, Tim.
Yeah, so Take 3 for the Sea asks everyone everywhere to simply take 3 or more pieces of rubbish away with you when you leave the beach or the park or the waterway or anywhere. So we're about protecting our oceans and environment from plastic, but obviously the problem starts on land. It's mostly our waste that we're not managing appropriately, which is ending up in our oceans.
Yeah, right. So a simple message, picking up 3 pieces of rubbish at least every time you go to a park or a public space or the beach, like the beautiful one we're here in front of today at Bondi. How big is this problem that we're facing here with marine pollution?
Oh, it's so big. I mean, the horrific statistics are that if we continue on our current trajectory, there's going to be more plastic in the ocean than fish by 2050, which is just like ghastly, right? That means we're taking all this biomass from the oceans and then dumping it back all this plastic. And that, to me, says this should be a bigger problem as climate change. If we destroy and disrupt our oceans, then we disrupt our lives on land. Without a healthy ocean, there is no healthy us. So we drastically need to turn this issue around.
It's a big ocean out there too, right? And we don't really know everything about it still as a space, as an environment. We scientists don't really know exactly what's going on down there. So you've actually had a bit of personal experience with this big ocean of ours. You did a trip maybe a couple of years ago out to the Gaia. How can you explain how that was and how that came about?
Yeah, obviously the first thing you hear about when you learn about this problem of plastic pollution is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, the swirling vortex of trash in the North Pacific. So in 2011, I spent 3 weeks out there with a team of scientists and activists. So got to see the problem firsthand. Look, out there, even in the gyre, the ocean looked pretty normal. But when you do your scientific analysis, you find it's a microplastic smog. So I like that interpretation. It's like a plastic smog. We can visualize a city shrouded in smog, and we don't say, oh, let's go and clean up the smog.
Yeah.
We say, stop putting it up there in the first place.
Yeah.
So oceans are becoming this smog, and the way to solve it is to solve the problem on land.
Yeah, exactly. The problem is a huge one, but you are getting a lot of traction here in Australia particularly. You do a lot of educationals with school groups. You've been rewarded as an organisation and individually by the government with different awards and whatnot. How are you happy with the growth of Take 3 in Australia? And then maybe talk a little bit about what you hope to do next with the organisation moving forward.
Yeah, so the organisation, essentially we're an education campaign. So we go into schools and we work with communities to raise awareness and drive action. But we also do so much in the digital space. So through social media and online, we're stimulating people all around the world to respond to the problem. And so really where we want to take it is through technology. We would love to be able to calculate the impact of everyone's small actions around the world. So certainly looking at how we can build some tech to help us do that.
Yeah, right. That's great. And so you're going to use the social media channels to kind of reach out to the global audience. That's what's happening. So you recently collaborated on a really cool film, which we'll definitely put a link to at the end of this Clean Tech and Coffee episode. Can you tell us a little bit about Blue and what that's all about?
Yeah, Blue's been labelled a film on ocean change.
Okay.
So we hear the term climate change a lot, which, represents the broader biosphere, but our oceans are changing. And so this film looks at the impacts of overfishing, ocean acidification, the importance of marine reserves, and of course pollution, and plastic's a big part of it. So that's being released on the 12th of October globally. So keep your eyes out for that and share the link. It's going to send some shockwaves. It's not an easy film to watch, but we need to watch these films and we need to respond accordingly.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it just got so Australian here. We've got a cockatoo that literally just came and perched itself above us. I was waiting for it to start making some noise to ruin all the audio on this. Oh, there we go, it just flew off. So look, thanks a lot for joining me for this quick Clean Tech and Coffee.
In our reusable
coffee cups from Take 3.
No waste here.
We should cheers to that. And stay tuned for more episodes. Thank you again to Tim for joining me, and check out Take 3. They're a pretty cool bunch.